Top 3 vegetables that act like natural ibuprofen for arthritis relief. If you're struggling with arthritis pain, stiffness, or swelling, and you're tired of relying on painkillers every day, this video is just for you. Today we're diving into the top 3 vegetables that act like natural ibuprofen. These aren't trendy superfoods you have to search far and wide for. They're simple, affordable, and probably already in your kitchen. Stick with me, and I'll show you how these powerful veggies can help reduce inflammation, protect your joints, and bring you closer to a pain-free life, naturally. Number 1. Broccoli. Hey, can we talk about one of the most underrated superheroes sitting in your kitchen right now? Yep, I'm talking about broccoli. Now, before you scroll away thinking, not that boring green stuff again, hear me out. Because if you're dealing with arthritis, achy joints, or just tired of popping painkillers like candy, this little veggie could honestly change your life. Imagine for a second, if there was a natural version of ibuprofen, something you could eat that calms inflammation, protects your joints, and actually helps your body heal from the inside out without the side effects. That's exactly what broccoli brings to the table. This isn't just health food hype. There's real science backing this up. Broccoli is loaded with a powerful compound called sulforaphane. Sounds like something out of a lab, right? But it's 100% natural. Sulforaphane is what gives broccoli its inflammation-fighting superpowers. It works by blocking an enzyme in your body called COX-2. Yes, the same one targeted by drugs like ibuprofen. So when you eat broccoli regularly, you're not just filling your belly, you're actually dialing down the inflammation that causes arthritis pain. That stiffness in your knees, the swelling in your fingers, the dull ache in your hips. Broccoli helps turn the volume down on all of that. And it does it in a way that's gentle, natural, and incredibly nourishing. But that's just the beginning. Broccoli also protects your joints in another major way. It helps preserve your cartilage. You know, that smooth cushioning between your bones that lets you move without pain? In conditions like osteoarthritis, that cartilage breaks down over time, and movement becomes stiff and painful. But sulforaphane in broccoli has been shown to slow this breakdown. Think about that for a second. Not only reducing the pain, but actually helping to protect your joints from getting worse. Now, let's talk nutrients. Because broccoli isn't just working behind the scenes with its fancy compounds, it's also packing your body with essential vitamins and minerals that your joints are craving. Vitamin C? Check. And not just a little. Broccoli is loaded with it. Vitamin C is crucial for collagen production, and collagen is the building block of healthy cartilage and connective tissue. The more of it you have, the more support your joints get. Then there's vitamin K. This one's a bone health superstar. It helps calcium bind to your bones, making them stronger and more stable. That's especially important if arthritis has left your bones feeling weak, or if you're worried about fractures. And broccoli gives you a solid dose in every serving. And let's not forget about folate, fiber, and a whole host of antioxidants, all working together to lower systemic inflammation, support your immune system, and even improve your gut health, which has a surprising connection to joint pain. But I know what you're probably thinking right now. How do I actually eat more broccoli without getting bored? Great question. The key is to get creative and keep it tasty. You can steam it lightly and drizzle it with olive oil, lemon, and a sprinkle of sea salt. That alone tastes amazing and keeps most of the nutrients intact. Or roast it with garlic and turmeric for an extra anti-inflammatory punch. The edges get crispy, almost like veggie fries. Total game changer. You can even throw a handful into a smoothie. I know it sounds weird, but trust me. When you blend it with frozen pineapple, banana, and a little almond milk, it's actually delicious. And if you're making a hearty soup or stew, just toss some chopped broccoli florets in near the end of cooking. They soak up flavor and boost the healing power of any meal. Now here's something you might not know. Frozen broccoli is just as powerful as fresh. As long as you don't overcook it, you're still getting that precious sulforaphane and all the joint-loving nutrients. So no excuses, even if you're on a budget or pressed for time. And if all of that still doesn't convince you, here's a little inspiration. People who start adding broccoli to their diets a few times a week often notice they feel less stiff in the morning. One woman shared that after 2 weeks of adding broccoli to her dinner 3 nights a week, she woke up with less pain in her knees for the first time in years. That's how quickly your body can respond when you start feeding it what it really needs. It's all about consistency, not perfection. You don't have to eat a giant bowl of broccoli every day. Start small, maybe a handful with lunch, or mixed into your dinner. Little by little, those nutrients build up in your system, and over time, they can help reduce the need for pain meds, give you back some mobility, and most importantly, restore your sense of freedom. Because at the end of the day, that's what this is really about. Not just less pain, but more movement, more energy, more joy in your body. And broccoli? It's here to help you get there, one bite at a time. Let your food work for you. Let broccoli be one of your daily healers. You deserve to move through life feeling stronger, not stuck in pain. And this green little veggie is here to support you every step of the way. Number 2, spinach. Let's have a heart-to-heart about one of the most powerful healing greens on the planet, spinach. Yep, that humble leafy green that often gets overshadowed by flashier foods. If you're living with arthritis, struggling with stiff joints, or just tired of that dull, nagging pain that seems to never go away, spinach might just be your new best friend. Now, I get it. When most people think of spinach, they picture a bland side dish, or maybe something Popeye ate to grow cartoon muscles. But let me tell you something real. Spinach isn't just food. It's medicine. And when it comes to naturally easing joint pain, it's one of the most powerful anti-inflammatory vegetables you can eat. So, what makes spinach so special? Let's start with kaempferol. Strange name, right? But don't let it fool you. This plant compound is a game changer. Kaempferol is a natural antioxidant found in spinach, and it's been shown to reduce inflammation, fight oxidative stress, and actually slow down the progression of arthritis. You see, kaempferol works by protecting your body from harmful molecules called free radicals. These are the little troublemakers that attack your joints, damage cartilage, and trigger swelling and pain. But when kaempferol steps in, it helps neutralize those free radicals and calm your body's inflammatory response. So instead of waking up with that stiff, aching feeling in your knees or hands, you start feeling more fluid, more flexible, more, well, you again. But kaempferol isn't the only thing spinach has going for it. Spinach is loaded with magnesium, a mineral that's often overlooked but absolutely essential if you're dealing with joint pain. Magnesium helps your muscles relax and reduces cramping around inflamed joints. When you're low on magnesium, your body can actually feel tighter, more inflamed, and more painful. But getting enough, especially from natural sources like spinach, can make a real difference. And here's something else that might surprise you. Spinach is a fantastic source of vitamin E. This fat-soluble antioxidant helps protect joint membranes from damage and keeps the tissues around your joints flexible and nourished. The more vitamin E you get, the better your joints are at staying smooth and pain-free, especially when you're dealing with the wear and tear of arthritis. Let's not forget about vitamin C either. Spinach gives you a good boost of it. And that's super important because vitamin C helps your body produce collagen. Collagen is like the scaffolding that holds your joints together. It cushions your bones and gives you that bounce back you feel when your joints are healthy. And of course, spinach is packed with iron, folate, and fiber, all of which support overall healing and lower inflammation throughout the body. It's basically a joint health multivitamin in plant form. So now that you know how good it is for you, the real question is, how do you eat more spinach without getting bored? The good news is, spinach is incredibly versatile. You can enjoy it raw in salads. Just toss it with a little olive oil, lemon juice, and some avocado for a creamy, anti-inflammatory boost. Or sauté it with garlic and olive oil until it wilts down. Add a pinch of sea salt and a sprinkle of turmeric or black pepper. And boom, you've got a delicious side dish packed with pain-fighting power. You can also blend it into smoothies. A handful of fresh spinach with frozen mango, banana, and a little coconut water creates a smoothie that's refreshing, healing, and loaded with nutrients. Or toss it into soups, stews, stir-fries, even omelets. Spinach doesn't need to be the star of the show to work its magic. You can sneak it in almost anywhere. Now, one tip I want to share. Don't overcook it. Spinach cooks down fast, and if you cook it too long or at too high a heat, you can lose some of those precious nutrients. A light sauté or steam is perfect. And if fresh spinach isn't always available or affordable, frozen spinach is a fantastic alternative. Just make sure it's plain, without added sauces or salt. You still get the magnesium, the kaempferol, the vitamin C, all the good stuff your joints need. What I love about spinach is that it's such a gentle healer. It doesn't overwhelm your system. It just gets in there, quietly supports your cells, reduces inflammation, and helps restore your body's natural rhythm. When you make spinach a regular part of your meals, even just a few times a week, you start to feel the difference. People who've added spinach to their diets consistently often share that they feel less achy in the mornings, or that their hands don't swell up as much, or that they just feel more fluid during the day. That's the healing power of plants. And here's the best part. It's not a supplement, not a pill, not some complicated routine. It's just a leafy green that you can pick up at any grocery store. It's budget-friendly, simple to cook, and incredibly healing. So if arthritis has been slowing you down, if joint pain is making it harder to move, walk, or just enjoy your life, start with spinach. Your body will thank you. And over time, you'll start to feel the shift. The stiffness will ease. The pain will soften. Your energy will return. Because when you fuel your body with the right foods, especially ones as powerful as spinach, you're not just managing symptoms, you're actually helping your body heal. And that's the difference between just surviving arthritis and truly thriving through it. Let spinach be your secret weapon. It's not flashy, but it's fierce. And it's waiting for you to give it a chance. Number 3, red bell peppers. Okay, let's shine a spotlight on one of the most colorful and surprisingly powerful vegetables you can eat for arthritis relief. Red bell peppers. Yeah. Those sweet, crunchy, vibrant red beauties that often sit in the produce aisle looking like decoration. But don't be fooled. These peppers are more than just a pretty face. They're a serious inflammation-fighting powerhouse. In fact, they're often called one of nature's most effective natural ibuprofen foods. And once you find out why, you'll never look at a bell pepper the same way again. So, what makes red bell peppers so special when it comes to joint pain? Let's start with vitamin C. One red bell pepper has more vitamin C than an entire orange. Seriously. Just one of these can pack in over 150% of your daily recommended intake. But why does that matter for arthritis? Vitamin C plays a huge role in producing collagen, the structural protein that keeps your joints strong, flexible, and well-cushioned. Think of collagen as the padding that helps your bones glide smoothly instead of grinding painfully. The more vitamin C you have, the more collagen your body can produce. And red bell peppers, they're one of the richest sources you can eat. But it doesn't stop there. Red bell peppers are also loaded with a natural compound called quercetin. And this right here, this is your natural ibuprofen. Quercetin is a plant flavonoid that has been studied for its anti-inflammatory and antihistamine effects. When you eat red bell peppers, quercetin gets to work by blocking the release of pro-inflammatory substances in your body, kind of like flipping off the switch that triggers pain and swelling. It's the same pathway targeted by non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs, but with none of the side effects. Quercetin also helps improve circulation, which is especially helpful if you deal with cold, stiff joints. It promotes better blood flow, delivering more oxygen and nutrients to areas that need healing. So not only does it help reduce inflammation, it actually supports your body's natural recovery process. But that's not all. Red bell peppers also contain beta-carotene, the antioxidant that gives them their rich red color. Your body converts beta-carotene into vitamin A, which supports immune function and helps fight off inflammation. This is a big deal because many types of arthritis, especially rheumatoid arthritis, are closely linked to immune system dysfunction. Getting enough vitamin A from natural sources like red peppers can help bring balance back to your immune system. And don't forget about fiber. Red bell peppers provide a nice dose of fiber, which supports gut health. Why does that matter for joint pain? Because more and more research is showing that a healthy gut plays a major role in reducing overall inflammation in the body. When your gut is balanced, your whole body feels the effects, including your joints. So now that we know red bell peppers are kind of a big deal for arthritis relief, how do you enjoy them in ways that are simple, delicious, and easy to add into your routine? First of all, raw is awesome. Crunching into fresh red bell pepper slices as a snack is one of the easiest ways to enjoy all that vitamin C and quercetin without losing any of the nutrients to heat. You can dip them in hummus, guacamole, or even a yogurt-based spread for a healthy, anti-inflammatory snack. You can also dice them into salads, toss them on top of tacos or wraps, or mix them into quinoa bowls. They add a sweet crunch that pairs beautifully with all sorts of flavors. If you prefer your veggies warm, roasted red bell peppers are an absolute treat. Just slice them in half, drizzle with a little olive oil, and pop them in the oven until they're tender and slightly charred. That roasting process brings out the natural sweetness and makes them incredibly satisfying. You can use roasted red peppers in soups, on sandwiches, or blended into sauces for pasta or rice dishes. And don't forget stuffed peppers. Fill them with lentils, brown rice, herbs, and a few chopped walnuts for a hearty, anti-inflammatory dinner that's also great for gut health and joint repair. Oh, and here's a tip. When you're shopping for bell peppers, go for the red ones over green. Why? Because red peppers are actually just fully ripened green peppers. That extra ripening time gives them more nutrients, more antioxidants, and a sweeter flavor. So when it comes to healing power, red wins every time. What I love most about red bell peppers is how easy they are to incorporate into any lifestyle. Whether you're a gourmet chef or someone who barely cooks, you can enjoy red peppers with zero fuss. Slice, crunch, go. And over time, those little slices can make a big difference. I've heard from so many people who've started adding red bell peppers into their meals just a few times a week. Within a month, they noticed less swelling in their hands. One woman told me she could finally open jars again without wincing. Another man said his afternoon joint pain didn't hit quite as hard after lunch once he made peppers a regular part of his routine. That's what I love about this healing journey. It's not about magic pills or overnight fixes. It's about little choices that add up. And red bell peppers? They're one of those little choices that can lead to big relief. So if arthritis pain is making your life harder than it should be, If inflammation is stealing your energy, your movement, your joy, try adding red bell peppers to your plate. They're affordable, accessible, and packed with natural compounds your body will thank you for. Because you deserve to feel better. You deserve to wake up with less pain, to move freely, to enjoy life without being held back by aching joints. And red bell peppers? They're one of the tastiest steps you can take toward that freedom. Summary. So there you have it. Broccoli, spinach, and red bell peppers. 3 incredible vegetables that act like nature's own ibuprofen. Each one is packed with joint-loving compounds like sulforaphane, kaempferol, quercetin, and vitamin C to help ease inflammation, rebuild collagen, and give you back the mobility and comfort you deserve. Remember, healing doesn't always come in a bottle. Sometimes it starts right on your plate. These vegetables may seem simple, but they can make a powerful difference, especially when you add them to your meals consistently. If you found this helpful, don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more natural remedies and arthritis-friendly nutrition tips. And hey, share this with a friend who could use some joint relief too. You deserve to feel better. And with the right foods, a little patience, and a lot of love, you will. Take care, and I'll see you in the next video.